What's going on? I am out at Hull Creek Falls, Hull, and they're right here behind me. This is about 1.3 miles from my house. I decided to walk up here today instead of over to the park right by my house, just for something different. And today we're going to take a look at the new Hemlock Mountain Outdoors Basic Camping Hammock. It's that simple. That's its name. I'm going to set that up, show you how it all sets up, what the specs on it are and everything like that, and what the purpose is behind it, because it's a little different than my normal hammocks that I make. So I'm going to go ahead. I got my a day pack on here with all my gear. I could camp with what I got in here if I wanted to. I'm not going to. Not tonight anyway. So let me get this set up and I'll show it to you. It's a basic cinch buckle suspension. I'll do a time lapse to show you setting it up, and then we'll take a look at it. Here it is all set up. And as you can see, I'll back up a little bit so you can get a better view of it. But as you can see, this is a netted hammock. This is 11 feet long. It's kind of nice there with the falls in the background. Zoom back out. All right, so it's 11 feet long and it's got a net. Suspension is included. The suspension that comes with it is the black webbing, but this is my my personal webbing that I've been using, so I just grabbed that because it's easy. It's got an oversized slotted stuff sack, and as you can see here, this is not actually a ridge line; it's a support line just for the bug net. So the purpose for this is to help make this as inexpensive and as easy as possible for me to make, so then that way I don't have to charge an arm and a leg for a hammock. I can pass that savings, I guess, on to you, right? Isn't that the way they say it? But the ridge line, or this support line, as you can see, mine has a knot tied in it, and that's just because this is the prototype and I wasn't sure how long to make this when I first made it, so I wound up having to put a knot in it. But the production ones won't have that knot, and they also won't have an adjuster here. I forgot that was on there when I put the knot in. I wasn't about to take it apart. So at the ends, at both ends, there's an adjuster with the D-ring, and that allows you to adjust the netting to get it as tight or as loose as you like it. And there's one on each side. There's no end caps on this. The netting goes all the way up to the channel. That's why you got this kind of sag here, but it's up in the ends where you don't really use it. And I apologize for the sweat on the net because it is humid out right now. So the net is a little bigger than like a coyote pack or a RedTail where it's formed to the body. This is just kind of there. You can get the tie outs on the, like 4 tie outs, one here, one directly across, and then 2 at that end if you want to be able to pull the hammock sides out. If you want to pull the hammock sides out to keep the net out of your face. I don't like having those on there, so I don't put them on mine, but that is a no-cost add-on if you want to have that put on. Another thing to help cut the cost down is this zipper is only on one side. It only unzips this side, basically the length of the hammock. There is a foot on either end that doesn't unzip, so it's a 9-foot zipper. And then on the inside, there is just a pouch there that's sewn in, so that way you've got some storage. And that's it. It's that simple. This hammock only costs $70. That's not a sale price. That's not an introductory offer. $70, and unless the cost of the fabrics go up, it's going to stay $70. So let's talk about the fabrics. Why can I get it that cheap when I can't get a Coyote pack or a RedTail that cheap? It's because instead of using 1.6 ounce Hyper D for these, I'm just using standard 1.9 ounce Ripstop Nylon. It's got a weight rating of 350 pounds, so that puts it between like the 1.6 and the 1.7 as far as strength, but it's a little bit heavier. It's also only 60 inches wide instead of the 72 inches wide of a Coyote pack. So it's a little bit narrower, but you still get a pretty comfortable lay in it. And then the net is the same net I use. It's relatively cheap. There's no ridge line, and there's not a lot of cutting and forming and measuring to put this together because of the way I make it. So all that helps keep that cost down. I'm gonna do a backpacking trip with this shortly. I don't know when, but I'm gonna get out and do a short backpacking trip just to show that it is, it's a little bit heavier, and it's not the most sleek thing in the world. It does work for everything you might need. But for right now, I'm gonna get inside because that's why I brought it out here, to hang out. And I'll get in, I'll set the camera back up out here so you can see it with somebody in it, see what it looks like, and then I'll show you it from the inside. This is a look at it from the inside. There is a lot of room in this, even though it's only 58 inches wide. But there's a lot of room, enough to get a nice flat lay. And when I'm in it, I usually have if I'm sleeping, I have a pillow that'll push this side out a little bit, and that keeps the net off my face. But you may want to get the tie outs because it does. Especially if I got something in this pocket. Because, like an idiot, when I put this one together, I put the pocket too close to where I put my head in. It should have been over here. But again, prototype, and I wasn't thinking. So I just take, I put my keys in there, and then I just kind of throw them over the side like that. And it helps keep that net up. I'm going to sit here for a while and enjoy the sound of the water. And I'm surprised. There's a swimming hole down there. There is nobody down there. I was going to set up down there. But I figured I'd come up here in case somebody comes down the swimming hole. So yeah, $70, 11-foot hammock, pocket, suspension, bug net included. Basically everything you need to get up off the ground and get camping. So I'm going to also offer this in the bundle with the hammock and suspension like you normally get. It's also going to come with a tarp, the seamless tarp, which is 11 by 6. That could be used either square or ASIM. And then there's also going to be a set of quilts, which are based off the ugly quilts, but they're going to use the same 1.9 ounce fabric, which brings the cost on them down a little bit. So that whole bundle is $280. So that sounds like a lot, but when you're getting an entire hammock set, tarp, quilts, both quilts, under and top, hammock, suspension, that's everything you need to camp. Everything you need. So, and the quilts will be 50-degree quilts. So it's a good starter kit, it's a good starter bundle. So check them out, Hammock Mountain Outdoors. And I'm going to hang out here, enjoy the sound of the water, and hope it doesn't rain. It's not supposed to, but you know how that goes. And I'll see you in the next.